And to present the Woman of the Year Outstanding Achievement Award, which is sponsored by Good Housekeeping, please welcome the editor, Louise Chun.
On behalf of Good Housekeeping, I'm delighted to make this award to Nina Barough and also to congratulate her on the birth of her baby daughter a mere 3 weeks ago.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. As you can imagine, for those that have children, I'm extremely hormonal, so I'm not sure I'm the right person to have up here. But first of all, I'd just like to thank the Woman of the Year and all those people connected. For me, Walk the Walk is a small charity that achieves big things. And I'm often aware that people know about the Moonwalk, but are not always aware about what the charity does, about the fact that we're a grant-making charity. And I think that what I'm really most proud of is that actually we're at 45 million because it's going up all the time. So, and what I'm most proud of is that that money has been raised not by sort of large corporates injecting us with money, not by grants or lottery funding. It's been raised by women, just like all of you sitting here, putting one foot in front of the other and just raising the sponsorship. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for people having faith in what we do, in believing in where we grant our funds to, because a lot of people don't appreciate that we do make grants to lots of different places. And for just getting out there and having the courage to wear their bras. I never forget that at the time when I first went out and did my first walk in the bra, all the girls I was with said, okay then, you start. And I thought, well, this seemed like a very good idea, but at the time it was very controversial. 11 years ago, people didn't talk openly about breast cancer. It was just on the brink of that happening, and you were still seeing quite scary pictures of women with one breast, no hair, as if giving you pictures like that made it okay, and it doesn't. It's scary, it's frightening. And what Walk the Walk did by coming out with this sort of idea of bras was to inject fun into something that was very serious. And in lots of ways, I've always thought that we've captured people's imagination and support by default, because they enter these walks thinking, hey, that looks like fun. And along the way, start to understand how important it is to have breast awareness. I think most people, if I asked you in this room, would know somebody that's had breast cancer. And whilst the last 10 years we've travelled such a long way, I know because 10 years ago I had a mastectomy which perhaps I wouldn't have had to have today. And certainly with the research that we've funded, with the care for cancer patients on a day-to-day basis that we've funded, and now with sort of grants that we make to the NHS for scalp coolers so people can retain their hair when they're undergoing chemotherapy, we've made huge inroads into this horrendous disease. And I think that we're on the brink of saying that if people have the awareness and if it's caught early enough, it is going to become a treatable disease. We're on the brink of that. And that, for me, is a huge achievement in just 10 years. Not just from Walk the Walk, but from all the breast cancer charities that have been very actively working. And I think what is so important is to keep going. And on a personal note, I'd just like to say for anybody that is going through breast cancer, whether they're here, is just that I thought my life had ended 10 years ago, and little did I know that in the 10 years I would meet the man of my dreams and get married, have a baby, and have a multi-million-pound charity. So that was not in my life plan at all. So I just hope that my experience may give a little bit of hope to somebody out there that feels that at this moment they're in a black hole. I just thank you very, very much. And I just want to end by saying every day we're reading about the terrible state of the economy. And I'd just like to say that as it stands today, we have beat all our records, and we've raised 7.4 million this year with money still coming in. So thank you for everybody that has supported us. Thank you.